Hey guys! So today I wanted to do a review on Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I'm really excited to do this review. So, yeah, happy Vlogmas, and I hope you guys like it. Keep on watching. Okay, so I did a blog on this, but I've had more thoughts on it since then. It's been a little while since I've seen it. When I wrote the blog, it was pretty much a day after I saw it, I think. And yeah, I have some more thoughts on it. You like my little Star Wars toys in the background? Those are the only ones that I could find. Well, those are the only ones I have, I think, now. If Rey right here, Han, and then a Leia chapstick, which I really like. Anyway, so I was a fan of the original Star Wars movies, as you can probably tell. And what I liked about The Force Awakens was that it like revamped the series in like a really fun way that felt similar to the original series, but it wasn't the same. This one I thought felt a little bit more like the original series, which I liked a lot about it. It still isn't the same, but I thought that like we've already been introduced to these characters, and now we're getting more of the storytelling aspect that you get from the original Star Wars trilogy, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, I thought it was really cool that we had the original, like, it felt like the original movie to me. A lot of people I've heard are comparing this to The Empire Strikes Back, and like I understand that it's like darker in tone, like Empire, and I understand that, but to me, it reminds me of A New Hope. Maybe because I mean, this is the first this is the first of this Star Wars trilogy that we see a lot of Luke Skywalker, where he's like one of the main characters in this series. This is the first time we're seeing him in this particular trilogy. He wasn't in The Force Awakens for that long. And this one, he's like a main character. So I think that, like, maybe because Luke Skywalker's in it a little bit more, it felt more like the original trilogy to me, and a little bit more like A New Hope to me. So it's kind of like seeing something that you're familiar with because of like all the Star Wars. It felt the same as like that type of storytelling, but like it's still a little bit new. It's got like all the new characters. It was pretty much like mostly about the new characters and not so much about like Luke or Leia or anyone. So I thought that was kind of cool. The beginning of the Star Wars movies are usually a little bit slow. I'm not super into sci-fi, so maybe if you're more into sci-fi, they like they're not super slow in the beginning. But for me, they're a little slow. It's a little bit actiony. It's exciting, but it's not a lot of story there. But I always think that the movies first pick up when Finn is on screen. Like in The Force Awakens, I think it picked up when he was on screen. And I thought it really, really like picked up when his character was introduced in this movie. So yeah, I think John Boyega does a great job. I like love him. I have a huge crush on him. So I liked that, and I think his character is really great. Yeah, I think like his whole adventure was really fun. I'll kind of get into like there so I want to kind of get more into that, but I feel like if I talk a little bit more about his adventure, that gets a little bit spoilery. I'm not going to put any like major spoilers in this video, but there will be some like minor plot spoilers that I'll be mentioning next. So just know that like I really really liked this movie. I thought it was fun. It's probably one of my favorite Star Wars movies. But if you stop watching like right now, I'll understand. You can come back and watch it again after you've seen the movie. But if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to know like any details about the plot whatsoever, any of the planets or like anything, then just click away and I will understand completely. I'm not going to get that into detail about anything, like I said, but I might mention some things. And like I like going into Star Wars movies like not knowing like as little as I can possibly know. That's kind of how I saw that's not how I saw The Force Awakens. Somebody spoiled the end of The Force Awakens for me. So that was kind of like heartbreaking. I feel like a lot of people have said like, "Oh, somebody just spoiled the end of The Last Jedi for me." There's a lot to spoil with this one. Like there's like nothing's like the main spoiler I would think of the movie. Like when I keep hearing somebody say like, "Oh, somebody spoiled it for me," I'm like, "Well, what did they exactly spoil?" Because like there's just so much that happens that like I didn't really expect, and there were like twists and turns, and it was really good. So yeah, in this movie, we kind of see the Force used like differently than we've seen it before. Luke uses it in a really, really cool way that like I didn't know they could do that, and like we learn more about the Jedi than we did in the original series, which like I think that's really cool. We kind of see like the dark side and the light side in this too. And like I didn't think that they got that much into it in the original series, and I thought that that was really cool, and how they show, you know, the differences between Rey and Kylo Ren. I was like trying to think of his name. But they show the differences between Rey and Kylo Ren, and I thought that that was really cool. And I think like it's cool when we see like Rey going through like what Luke went through. I like Rey as a character a lot, so I thought it was fun to see like Luke trying to train her, and he was kind of reluctant at first, and it didn't show that much of the training, but like, and we got some more like background on Luke, and it was really cool how they did all of that, and I thought it was done really well. And then I liked the adventure with like Finn and Rose, and they went to that casino planet. I thought that that was a good way of like showing a lot of Rose's character, like in a quick way. You know, like she was a new character. We didn't know much about her, but like we got to know her from like this thing that she despised, which was like these people on the casino planet. And like I really liked that story, and it felt like there were like different movies going on in the same movie, which I think like the original series did that a lot. Like in the original series, it was like Han did his thing, Luke did his thing. Sometimes Leia had like a different thing that she did, and it was like all together. Like it coming together was really cool, and this kind of did that too. I kind of wish that like Finn and Rey were together because they're like really great characters, and I love the chemistry between John Boyega and Daisy Ridley. And like in the movie when she's like, "If you see Finn before me, tell him," and then like BB-8 just bleeped, and then she said, "Yeah, tell him that," and it was just, oh my gosh, it was so cute, and like, oh my gosh, she was like emotional in that. Daisy Ridley's a really good actress, and I like her a lot. So I liked that. I don't want to say anything else because I feel like anything else would be really spoilery. Um, it's a little heartbreaking at the end. There's you know there's some heartbreak. It was Carrie Fisher's last performance, and I think that like even though the movie wasn't really about her, and I think they had finished it before, I think maybe they did some edits and they made it like a nice homage to her and like to her character. In the beginning, they show her daughter. They show Carrie Fisher's daughter, like in real life. They show Billy Lord, and I think she has the first line in the movie. And like, I feel like that was maybe a reshoot to like, you know, as a way to like honor Carrie Fisher. And I thought that was really cute. And you know, I really liked the movie. I think it's a good one. And I think like if you're a fan of the original series and if you like these, I think you'll like it. I know I've seen some mixed reviews. I've seen some people really don't like this new trilogy. I think it's fun. I think it's easier to understand for like, you know, somebody that's not super into sci-fi. It's pretty easy to understand and pick up. Like I said, I'm not into sci-fi, but I did like the original series, so you know, there's that too. But like yeah, I really liked it, and I hope you guys like it and see it. Let me know what you thought of it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.